inestimable philosophical insights, business acumen, musical talent, cultural hero, and a humanist of profound import, Chief Dr. Bongos Igoche Ikwe was born in Otukpo, Benue State, Nigeria in 1942. At the time, his parents resided in Jos, Plateau State. There, Bongos was among the few kids selected to welcome Queen Elizabeth II during her visit in 1956 at Rayfield Airstrip. Bongos wrote his Cambridge West African School Certificate examination in 1961. Coming out with an excellent result from that, he proceeded to Okene in Kogi State for his higher school certificate HSC in 1962. During his time there, he and two other boys formed a musical group, Cubana Boys. He gained admission into Ahmadu Bello University ABU Zaria to study electrical engineering, but dropped out in the second year to chase his burning passion, music. Bongo's first musical success started with a hit song, No More Water in the Well, released on the EMI Recording Company in 1974. There was also the listener's favorite, You Can't Hurry the Sunrise. Bongos Ikwe has been in the Nigerian music scene for over 40 years. In 1974, when Jimmy Cliff toured Nigeria playing in Lagos, Aba and Jos, Bongos and the Groovies shared the same stage with him in Jos, Plateau State. Bongos found the heart of many Africans with his love songs, which have kept his name on their lips even after so many years. Some of his popular and evergreen renditions, which still resonate with Nigerians till date, are Amen, Still Searching, or Tachi Popo, popular among his kinsmen, and What's Gonna Be is Gonna Be. Bongos claims to have over 40 unreleased songs in his archive, his most recent song being Wulu Wulu. In 1981, Bongos was co-opted into the production of the popular TV series Cockcrow at Dawn, produced by Peter Igu and designed to encourage Nigerians to go back to farm. The theme song was a monstrous hit in the 80s and till date. Bongos is married to Josephine, and their union is blessed with 5 children.
Well, there we go, Bongos. I have been a great fan of yours all along, but I'm talking about 40 years.
Thank you. Nice to know that.
40 years of massive musical success behind you.
Thank you.
I don't know this thing about you and Otukpo.
Otukpo is where I was born.
I know you were born there. I know you come from there.
That's my city, that's my town.
You love that town so much.
Both my mother and father come from Otukpo.
Yes, but
In fact, 3, 4, 5 generations back, my mother and father are undiluted.
The first album you recorded, was it 1973?
I don't quite remember the year, but my first
album... You Can't Hurry the Sunrise.
You Can't Hurry the Sunrise.
What was going on at that time?
In the Axe Studio in Ikeja. It was then, the studio was owned by British drummer, British Ginger Baker. That was where I did my first album, You Can't Hurry the Sunrise.
What was it? Why that title?
I don't know, but sometimes titles come when they come, as they come, if they come.
Bongos, you're very good. We don't have any more like you, songwriters in this country.
Thank you.
We don't. I mean, I also remember the other song. Is it something like the Empty Well?
No More Water in the Well.
No More Water in the Well.
It's like Empty Well. I like your title too, don't I?
No, but you come up with such great titles for such songs, you know? Was there anyone who was inspiring you at the time you were growing up?
Well, my inspiration came from my late brother. He was a policeman, and he did buy a lot of records. He stopped playing his songs from like 4:35 in the morning, and I would lay on the floor there. We lived in one room in the barracks. He slept on the high bed, and I slept on the low mattress. When he played, I lay down there and listened. All them Isley Brothers, Skeeter Davis, Elvis Presley, and I go on and on. And music from the Congo and all of that, he played and played. Yeah.
I was going to say, when you mentioned Elvis Presley, your haircuts, it has never been changed. What would anyone
it has
give
changed,
you?
you know. I think it has changed. I used to have a lot more hair than now.
Yeah, so what would anyone give you to cut down your hair? Shave your hair off?
Can you suggest something? Can you make me an offer?
500,000?
This is no money, you know that.
I know.
500,000.
I know.
Or can that buy a broken down car?
No, but I mean, actually, you are 76 years old.
Right now, yes, you're right about that.
Yeah, and how does it make you feel?
I don't think about how old I am. I never thought about it. I don't feel any different except for the fact that I've been sick recently and I'm getting well. Otherwise, I still would not know the difference between 76 and 16. I was always going, I kept going, and I believe I will still keep going.
You were trying to do the same things you were doing when you were 36
but
at 77?
But you see, when you move some steps, the steps will tell you to slow down. The body itself speaks to you. And if you have any little sense, you listen to your body sometimes. That's God's control.
Now you have listened to your body.
I don't have a choice, do I?
Bongos, I mean, talking about your records, and, I still can't leave that song, Still Searching, because it brought you so much fame and fortune.
At that time, money had value.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you this so you can understand what I'm talking about. When I first bought my first bus, this type of Ekene Dilichuku 43 or 42 seater Mercedes-Benz, it was for 27,000 naira along with a spare tire. 27,000 naira. Today, one tire without rim is over 80 to 100,000 naira. But a complete Mercedes Benz bus 43 seater with 8 tires, two at the back, 2 at the front, and a spare tire for 27,000 naira. That was the value of money at that time.
Why did you have to buy the bus at
Because
the time?
I used it, I called it Groovy Train, and that's what my musicians moved in from city to city when we were playing across Nigeria.
Yes, the next time it became another big story for you was Cockcrow at Dawn.
Cockcrow at Dawn came as an offer from NTA. I think it was Peter Ego who approached me. And before this time, I'd written some songs for his programs, and he liked them all. And he approached me with the offer and asked if I could do a song, a track, a soundtrack for their program, Cockcrow at Dawn. I wrote the words, but he told me the story of what they were about to do.
Afamukano Caroline, Manafe Bombo, Riako. Epiconamna.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
In a dream, some words come, but I don't know if you've dreamt about your profession before.
I dream, I wake up, I don't remember what it's all about.
The time in a dream
That's the thing.
may look long, but it's really short.
Okay.
So if you don't write out what you dreamt about very quickly, you're going to forget completely, even if they are just 2 lines. Some songs are purely academic. You think about a song and write it. An academic song like Nigeria Has Come to Stay, a song with rhyme. I want to tell you about the first day of October. All of these facts I clearly remember. In the year 1960, the flag was hoisted as a sign of unity. It rhymes all the way. Those are academic songs. But songs like Man and Man, which a lot of people haven't heard, I think that's one of my greatest songs. This is a song that I wrote and deliberately concealed the meaning inside the song for anybody who cares to listen to find out. I said, at war, the front row is killing and the hand row is healing.
What were you?
I'm trying to express the colossal stupidity of the human race. Both of them think they are fighting for their country. Soldiers are killing people, and the Red Cross are busy reviving people when all they should have done is not fight in the first place.
You are a great songwriter.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've always heard, a song like Mariama.
Yes.
And many people think they know what you're talking about. Why do people assume you had a relationship with late Mariam Babangida?
I don't think that's
and
it.
even attribute the song Mariama to her?
I wish you wouldn't ask that question, bro, but if you insist, I will answer it.
Well, why not?
If you let a sleeping dog lie.
Who is the dog that's sleeping now?
I
You or her?
because she's dead.
Well,
And she's no longer alive.
Yeah.
I like to respect those people. And it doesn't.
but
And she has children. She has a husband who is still alive. And between you and I and the Almighty God, and I don't swear, I saw her once in my life. I don't have to go through this in front of people. Doesn't make any sense.
no, that's
I
fine.
don't know
That's
how-
fine. I mean, it's up to you.
but at the time I wrote Mariama, I remember that was the era of this singer, what's his name? Harry Belafonte. Remember Harry Belafonte? Down the way with the nice and the sunshine, blah, 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 And I had a white man in Kaduna called Peter Stratton and his wife Liz. He was my fan. I had sung once on television, and he called the television to ask, who is this young man singing? He decided that he would manage me if he had the money, but of course he didn't have the money, but he would manage me anyways. And he said, I'll cook for you every Saturday, come and sing to my expatriate friends. But that means, Bongos, you got to work, because they don't want to sit down there and listen to the same song every day. I'll cook for them, you sing for them, but keep writing and keep writing. And he liked Mariama. Mariama was just a song that came out of sheer creativity. It had no attachment to any human being on the face of this earth. Take it away.
You are now an evangelist.
I don't know who said that to you, but I'm not going to deny anything.
What's the point you're making?
The point I'm making is that we, as humans, have so little knowledge, and we think we can sit down and explain God.
When you went to university, what were you aiming at the time?
I didn't know a lot of things. I thought I was going to get a degree and work as a civil servant, senior civil servant. They call it senior service. Senior service, they call it in those days. Probably live in Jare. But a lot of things happened. I didn't complete my university. After the second year of engineering, I packed my bags and left. Nobody sent me out.
Any regrets?
I don't regret nothing, because at the time of doing anything in this world, that's the only thing I want to do.
But I mean, people like your elder brother, who was inspiring you at that time, had nothing to say to you by form of advice when you dropped out of school?
No, unfortunately, he became my fan as I began to sing. Unfortunately, just before the release of my first album, he died. That's the most painful thing that happened to me.
Somebody wished that I referred to you as Chief Dr. Bongos Ikwe. I didn't know you liked titles.
I never do.
You've always been the
I still
simple,
don't.
straightforward kind of person.
I still don't know why people crave for titles. I'm very anti those things.
But you're not the arrogant type, were you?
I think arrogance is the thing that destroys the human race, but that would destroy the human race completely. You should destroy arrogance and plant the seed of humility. Can you cook food? Get your wife to set it on a dining table and ask your driver and security man to sit on the dining table, eat up that food, then you pack the plate, you and your wife, wash them for another day. I'll tell you that in my way of thinking, that food which you give to your driver, your security man, that is the only food you have eaten in their whole life. The one you give to them. And go to bed hungry. Don't go and eat something else. You have the courage to do that.
Let's talk about your albums. Professionally, how many albums have you
I don't
recorded?
remember.
You don't
But
remember?
right now, I've done close to 40 new songs, which I have not released as I speak to you today.
Why have you not released them?
Well, the world is changing. These days, marketing is so much more difficult than production. And we of the older generation have to find a way to get in tune with what is happening. Marketing is packaging.
So, but, I mean, you are 77. What are you holding on to these albums?
I don't know, but releasing it won't be that easy for a 77-year-old man who is not thinking as sharp as he was thinking at 27.
Bongos Igwe, how tasteful is Nigerian music today compared to your days?
At the time of my so-called then, we didn't have digital recording. You couldn't cut and paste like they do now. Everything was analog. For example, I recorded from an 8-track studio in EMI. And then music was count 1, 2, 3, 4, take, and it was played together by everybody. And I would say because of that, it had more soul. If you go back to your house now, you can find recordings of those days by Temptations and all of those people, even Richard. Listen to it, and you see what I'm talking about. There's more soul. But today, a musician can get some keyboard standing there. From there, he plays his drum, he plays his bass guitar, he plays his lead guitar, and he mixes it and does his vocal. One person is the whole musician. You can see that if 10 people played 10 different instruments at the same time, recorded it, the soul of the music would be equal to a combination of 10 different souls. And I remember Jim Brown said, the first take is from God. All of that takes are man-made. You can never do a second take and make it sound like the first take.
How would you describe your music genre when you were playing?
I came up listening to all kinds of music. So there's a whole lot of soul in my music, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of the Africanness in me, there's Doma in it, there's a bit of Congo music, everything that I grew up listening to, grew up and formed a crystal in me that became me. It's a bombardment of all the things I listen to.
So what's one word for it?
I don't think I can find the word. Maybe you help me. I'm listening to you. Can there be one word for that? I think the only word for
Call it soul. Call it,
Call it Bongos music.
I want to ask this question about Otachi Popo.
Otachi Popo is actually woodpecker. Otachi Popo, when the bird pecks and popo, yeah, popo, then it digs a hole and lives in it. That's the meaning of Otachi Popo. I don't know whether.
So where did you derive that from?
It's a song that was sung by my people. It's a local song which I took and developed into a song. I didn't write the song originally. Otachi Popo is an Idoma folklore. Otachi Popo and Degewa. You know.
Well, most of your songs happen to be in English.
A lot are also in Idoma. Maybe you haven't heard them.
Are they amongst the 40 that you have yet to release?
Yes, new ones like Kankuche, Oh No is Modified, Obide, Inali. These are new Idoma songs that I've just done.
You own a nightclub.
I don't own a nightclub. I own a hotel.
You run a nightclub, or you own a hotel?
I own a hotel, not a nightclub.
Okay. So this hotel is also in
Inotupo, Benue State.
Everything seems to be going in that direction.
God doesn't make mistakes. Remember, when He made you come from Igbo land, there's a reason for that.
What are your thoughts
about
recent killings in Benue State?
I think it's a confusion of the human race. I've been anti-killing. That's why I wrote the song Man and Man. The front row is killing, the hand row is healing. And I said, if men were thinking, they shouldn't have been fighting in the first place.
Are there any things that you used to do in the past that you couldn't do anymore?
Oh, there must be a whole lot. I cannot even say some of them. If you read Muhammad Ali's interview, he said, ask a 60-year-old man and his wife what he was when he was 30. Did I answer your question?
No, well, not quite. I thought you were just a bit evasive. Is there anything really that you do or you use?
There's so many things
there must be.
See, in those days, me, I can remember any numbers you give to me. Today, if you give me your phone number, I can only write it down. As you turn your back, I can't remember. In those days, I believe I can remember 200 different phone numbers within seconds.
What about family life, Bongos? Are you living with your wife and children? My
wife is here. She's upstairs right now. And they met one of my daughter just now. We just spoke. My children are here. One of them is in Japan right now. She's teaching English there.
We used to close our eyes and spin around in circles wide. Count to 10 and run and hide. Play 10-10 with neighbors' kids. My mother told me not to stay out late, so we chased the sunset all the way home. Back to the simple times. Back to the simple times. Back to the simple times. Simple times. I wish they never end. Those were simple times. Take me back to
So, do you have any of your children involved in music? Is anyone of them like
Two wonderful
following
daughters who
you?
sing very, 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 very well. And
Are you judging now?
yes, me. I think they sing very, very well.
Okay. Why do you think so?
Because I like what I hear. I play their music when they are not there. I listen to it and enjoy it.
So, what genre of music do they sing?
Again, from whatever, I don't know the genre, but one writes our own songs, folk songs. Jessica is the one they're playing professionally now. She writes her songs.
How much support have you always received from your wife? You know,
What?
from the point of music.
How about what?
Support.
A whole lot of support. It's very difficult. You can't do anything without your wife's support because you live in the same house anyway. And sometimes the support can turn, because if you must play music, you must put a lot of time to it. And it's like doing the same thing every day. And you have to owe them a lot of apology because it almost becomes like disturbance. So you cannot do well in any business or in anything without your wife's support because you live together in the same house.
So, what are the 5 most important items that you take along with you?
Am I going to an island in Switzerland or an island in Zaire? In Congo?
Okay, you're going to Badagry Island.
Going to Badagry Island.
Yeah.
That's Nigeria.
Yeah.
If I can have a little bit of gari and a little bit of bag and some cold water to take, I know I don't have to make a bath to eat. I just pour water in the gari and I could drink
Okay,
and
so
survive.
let's take it one after the other now, so that we
Food, water, gari, water, some clothing. The air is just there. So I already got food and clothing. If I need some knives and things, can I make some or can I take some? I don't know, but I will need.
What would you do with a knife?
If I'm in Badagry, I could pluck coconut and crack it and use the knife to do whatever. And I could get attacked by something. I might use a knife to kill a snake and things like that. I don't know.
Have you ever killed a snake?
No, I'm always scared of snakes. I tell you of a snake that entered somebody's house, a man, and the man climbed on top of a little fridge and told his wife, kill it, kill it, kill it. That's the kind of man that I am.
All right. It's been nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And
for
thank
your
you very
time.
much.
And hopefully there are many more years to come for you. And,
Thank you for wishing me all that. I wish you the same thing. May you have so many more years too.
Amen.
And you did your job very well and you're still doing it very well.
Thank you very much, Bongos.
Thank
It's been Bongos Ikwe. I don't want to refer to you as Chief Dr. Bongos Ikwe. Is that okay?
You've been wasting all that title because you don't belong to me.
Well, my guest has been Bongos Ikwe, the legendary Bongos Ikwe.
Thank you.
On the chat. I am Manny. Do what you like, but stay out of trouble. See you next time. The Chat is produced by Channels Television. Hello and welcome. It's The Chat. My name is Manny. I'm a great fan of my guests on the program today. He is simply legendary.
An icon of inestimable philosophical insights, business acumen, musical talent, cultural hero, and a humanist of profound import, Chief Dr. Bongos Iguche Ikwe was born in Otukpo, Benue State, Nigeria in 1942. At the time, his parents resided in Jos Plateau State. There, Bongos was among the few kids selected to welcome Queen Elizabeth II during her visit in 1956 at Rayfield Airstrip. Bongos wrote his Cambridge West African School Certificate examination in 1961. Coming out with an excellent result from that, he proceeded to Okene in Kogi State for his higher school certificate HSC in 1962. During his time there, he and two other boys formed a musical group, Cubana Boys. He gained admission into Ahmadu Bello University ABU Zaria to study electrical engineering, but dropped out in the second year to chase his burning passion, music. Bongo's first musical success started with a hit song, No More Water in the Well, released on the EMI Recording Company in 1974. There was also the listener's favorite, You Can't Hurry the Sunrise. Bongos Ikwe has been in the Nigerian music scene for over 40 years. In 1974, when Jimmy Cliff toured Nigeria playing in Lagos, Aba and Jos, Bongos and the Groovies shared the same stage with him in Jos Plateau State. Bongos found the heart of many Africans with his love songs, which have kept his name on their lips even after so many years. Some of his popular and evergreen renditions, which still resonate with Nigerians till date, are Amen, Still Searching, or Tachikpopo, popular among his kinsmen, and What's Gonna Be is Gonna Be. Bongos claims to have over 40 unreleased songs in his archive, his most recent song being Wulu Wulu. In 1981, Bongos was co-opted into the production of the popular TV series Cockcrow at Dawn, produced by Peter Igu and designed to encourage Nigerians to go back to farm. The theme song was a monstrous hit in the 80s and till date. Bongos is married to Josephine, and their union is blessed with 5 children.